Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my DAWAH Masterclass series. This is lecture number 18. How to handle angry, hostile, and aggressive people in DAWAH, turning conflict into opportunity. So let's be honest. Every da'i eventually meets that one person. That person who walks up to the DAWAH table already angry. And you say, hello, and they respond something like this. Let me tell you everything wrong with your religion. Before you've even introduced yourself. So you've done dawah long enough and you met this person. Tonight we're going to learn how to handle them the prophetic way. So check this out. So the reality of dawah, if you're waiting for every dawah conversation to be peaceful and friendly, you'll be disappointed. The prophets faced hostility, insults, threats, mockery, rejection. Hostility is not new. It is part of the journey. So understand the source of anger. Most angry people are not actually angry at you. They may be angry because of misinformation, media narratives, personal trauma, bad experiences, family issues, previous encounters with rude Muslims. But understand this. Sometimes you're dealing with pain disguised as anger. So rule number 1, in any situation, stay calm. The first person who loses emotional control usually loses effectiveness. So stay calm, lower your voice, slow your speech, control your body language. So your calmness is often more powerful than your argument. Remember that. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, under attack, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was called a liar, a magician, a madman, yet he remained composed. Why? Because he understood his mission. And as a da'i who understands his mission, doesn't panic when challenged. So do not match their energy. Someone is yelling, do not yell back. Someone is angry, do not become angry. Someone is insulting, do not insult. The goal is not to mirror their behavior. The goal is to elevate the conversation. So listen before responding. Many hostile people simply want to be heard. So let them speak. Listen carefully. Often their anger reveals the real issue. So ask them, can you tell me more? What led you to that conclusion? Where did you hear that? Questions calm people. So distinguish between 3 types of people. Type 1, the curious person. They ask difficult questions, but they're really sincere. And so invest in their time. So type 2, the emotional person. They're carrying pain. Show empathy. Type 3, the troll. They only want attention. Do not waste excessive energy. Learn the difference. So never take it personally. When someone attacks Islam, do not make it about your ego. This is crucial. Your feelings are not the center of the conversation. The message is. So the power of softness. Allah instructed Musa alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam regarding Pharaoh. Speak to him gently, he says. That's in chapter 20, verse 44. So think about that. Pharaoh claimed to be God, yet Allah commanded gentleness. So what excuse do we have to be harsh? Responding to insults. Sometimes people insult Islam, the Quran, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So stay dignified. Say, I understand that's how you feel. Would you be willing to discuss the evidence calmly? This often surprises people. They expect anger, so give them character. So don't get distracted. Hostile people often jump from topic to topic. One moment is about the hijab, then jihad, then women, then the Quran. So stay focused, one issue at a time. Know when to walk away. Not every conversation should continue. Some people generally don't want discussion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, himself disengaged from certain individuals. If a conversation becomes abusive, threatening, completely unproductive, leave respectfully. Walking away from a pointless argument is not weakness, it is wisdom. So the story of Taif, one of the greatest lessons in Dawah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, traveled to Taif, seeking guidance for its people. Instead, he was mocked, he was rejected, he was physically attacked, his sandals filled with blood. Yet, when given the opportunity for revenge, he chose mercy. He hoped future generations would believe, and many eventually did. So hostility can become guidance. Some of Islam's greatest defenders once opposed Islam. Consider Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. Khalid ibn al-Walid, may Allah be pleased with him. Initially hostile, later among the greatest Muslims. So never assume today's critic cannot become a tomorrow's believer. So your character during conflict, anyone can be kind when everyone agrees. The real test comes when people disagree. Character shines brightest during the difficulty. So practical de-escalation tips. Remember this. When emotions rise, lower your voice. Slow your speech. Ask questions. Acknowledge emotions. Avoid interruptions. And maintain a respectful body language. These simple acts change conversations dramatically. So keep your intention pure. Always ask yourself, do I want to defeat this person? Or do I want Allah to guide this person? Your answer changes everything. So in my closing reflection, every hostile encounter is a test, not merely of knowledge, but of character, because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that guidance often reaches hearts through patience, long before it reaches minds through arguments. So in my ending dua, O Allah, grant us patience in difficulty, wisdom in speech, calmness in conflict, and the ability to represent Islam with dignity and mercy. So remember this punchline. The strongest person in Dawah is not the one who wins every argument. It is the one who remains patient, sincere, and prophetic when others lose control. So in my next lecture, number 19, the Dawah of the Sahaba. How the companions spread Islam across the world.